Gotcha, Dr. Darling. Yeah. Well, that's really cool that you're like so close already. And that can already like, technically use the PC until you get the graphics card with the integrated CPU graphics. Ah, gotcha, Kobe. Yeah, I was actually wondering if you already have been to Berlin or if you were like still planning to. Sucks that you didn't get any tickets, but yeah, I can imagine how, the demand for them might be and how expensive maybe as well. But yeah, if you like spontaneously, decide to go to Berlin, definitely let us know if you wanna like do something. Absolutely, Kobe. Yeah, like London is just definitely one of those cities where around every corner you could like find something new. And I mean, a city of that kind of like size, it just also constantly changes. So it never quite stays the same. But yeah, one of my favorite things also about London has definitely been the markets. There's like so many different markets. And they're like around every corner as well, it seems like. It's pretty cool having that, culture for like constant marketplaces being open, and some of them also like kept the more traditional styles, while others are like more modern. And like the quality of some of the, ingredients and food you can get there too. If you don't burn it first, if you do, you burn your university degrees too. Yeah, better don't do that. They might still come in handy. Still thinking about a promised lasagna? Oh yeah? Did I? I mean, my lasagna, I don't want to like, be like too cocky, but it's pretty darn good, I would say. I think you will be satisfied. But yeah, I do love to cook and also to cook for others, so if you want to have some lasagna, then definitely swing by. I'm gonna make it. How many syndicate places did I visit? Quite a few for sure. Yeah, like Trafalgar Square, Camden Market. We've been, of course, like to other places in Westminster, like Buckingham Palace and Big Ben, the Royal Gardens and all that. We've been in the financial district, though a lot of the buildings there, of course, are not really in syndicate because they're like skyscrapers of like banks and shit. But there's, of course, the St. Paul's Cathedral, probably one of the most recognizable landmarks in syndicate, which we've also been going to. We've been to Tower Bridge, which technically is only in the World War I rift. But yeah, we stayed like really close to the Tower Bridge, so we like constantly went over it. But it's like such a tourist hotspot that there's like always people just, standing there making photos and stuff. So yeah, quite a few. Yeah, like Whitechapel kind of like starts around that area as well. We've kind of like seen the beginning of Whitechapel, but we haven't really gone far into it. But yeah, we walked a lot across London. I think we had like 15 kilometers on average every day of like walking about. But the underground is definitely handy. Like I wouldn't want to walk like all the distances. I don't have enough money to get anything here, do I? Yeah, just the elite reinforcement left here. And still missing another 16k. Same ports almost made you cry because of Mary Poppins. That's definitely fair too, yeah. If you kind of like associate, you know, certain buildings and like places with like movies. I just had to think of that movie Hook with Robin Williams. Because they're kind of like, it's with adult Peter Parker. Peter Parker. Thinking of Spider-Man now. You know who I mean. But he's the adult version of that. And they kind of like get to go to London to visit like relatives. And it's like London in like deep winter time. And you also see like quite a few landmarks.
Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
Yeah, I was thinking of Buddy Maguire. He's like so present in my mind. I can't think of any other Peter. Certainly not Peter Pan. Harry Parker and Captain Hook. I want to see that. Why not? Make it happen. Alright, time for the next Naval main mission. The Rescue. Rendezvous with Amanda near Nantucket, and find out what she knows about Nicholas Biddle.
Ahoy, Bobby!
Do you trust her?
With my life, Captain.
Hello, name's Amanda. You must be the captain.
Now, what's all this about then?
You stride into my bar off the piss and looking for officers. Days later, I start hearing whispers the ghost of the North Seas stalks the Atlantic again. The Aquila has returned and I need her help. Nicholas Biddle now sails for the Patriots, captaining the Randolph. But the man is raiding up and down the coast round Nantucket, claiming it's a loyalist post.
Where is he now?
Speak of the devil.
Head below deck, Mandy. It's safer there.
I want to see this myself.
Don't you mean you want to see the Alliance map? That's right, Afro, yeah. The next mission is French movement. A woman on board? And I bet she also went on the board with her left foot first. Inconceivable. You keep using that word. I don't think you know what it means. Preposterous even. I know, right? Hello there, Shaky. Welcome in. And good day to you.
The Randolph is attacking a merchant vessel not far from here.
Your orders.
Hello there. Hello there, Rod. Welcome in, dude. And welcome in, Raiders. Thank you so much for the raid, dude. And how's it going? How was your stream today? welcome into AC3. Yet again, the second part of AC3. First we played some AC3, then we played some Liberation, and now we're back to AC3 again. For anyone who hasn't checked out Rod's channel before, I'd recommend doing so. He's currently playing through Batman Arkham Asylum, starting his annual playthroughs, I think, on the series. And yeah, he's also a massive fan of the Assassin's Creed games, of course.
Or I'll shove
He's
my spear so far down your throat, you'll be shitting iron at the gates of Hades!
chill down there, Psycholexius. I was just talking. But he's also celebrating the anniversaries of Chronicled China, AC Syndicate, and AC Brotherhood, respectively. So until the end of the year, there's definitely gonna be a bit more Assassin's Creed content as well. But they're excellent streamers, so definitely check them out if you haven't before. Hello there, Vegas. Welcome in. And thank you for joining in with a raid from Rod. Hello there, Seraph. Good day to you. Insulting me, is it? Well, I do have an insult for you as well. Just wait a second.
Knock, knock.
Thomas!
It's short, but it sums it up. Hello there, Rod. Welcome in, dude. Thank you again so much for the raid. And how's it going, dude? How was your stream? The USS Randolph is one of the first ships built for the Continental Navy. Congress ordered its construction in December 1776. It's a 32-gun frigate with a somewhat spotty history. And no, I don't just mean that fact that it was captained by a known Templar, Nicholas Biddle. The ship was finished in July of 1776, but Biddle didn't come aboard as captain until October. Even then, the ship suffered from a lack of experienced crew. It was eventually staffed by British sailors who had been imprisoned in Philadelphia. The Randolph finally set sail in February of 1777, only to end up in Charlestown in March, with its mast broken and its crew decimated by fever. What a rubbish trip. What's more, there's also been a mutiny, which you should probably expect when you try to press British sailors into service of an enemy navy. It sort of goes against what they stand for. Repairs to the ship took longer than expected, since the masts were hit by lightning twice while construction was underway. After lightning rods were installed on the mast, you'd think they might have thought of it earlier, but to be fair, lightning rods were a relatively new fangled invention at the time. The Randolph didn't really begin its military career in earnest until it left Charlestown in August of 1777, more than a year and a half after Congress ordered it built. We've doubled the guns of the Randolph, naturally. Oh, very cool, Rod. That's great to hear. GG's on finishing Deus Ex Mankind Divided. It looked like a really fun challenge with the restrictions you set for yourself. I'm glad you had a good time with it and that you enjoyed the approach. And that's cool with Batman, that you're doing like a grounded approach. For one second I was thinking of grounded as in The Last of Us, which is more like grounded as in realistic. But then I saw the thing about ground takedowns. But I guess in a way that's also definitely grounded, a bit more literally. But that sounds fun as well. Has it been a fun challenge to try so far? And no worries of a shout out either, dude. More than happy to give you one. And yeah, AC3 has been going good. We started the stream with finishing the rest of the homestead and naval missions that were taking place in this year, or at least privateer missions. And also doing the New York liberation missions. We got only one assassin now remaining. And yeah, then we played a bit of liberation. It's been like quite a few streams now since we last played that game. But yeah, we finished most of Sequence 7 right now, and now we're back to AC3 again for only 2 naval missions. So we're kind of like jumping back and forth a little bit here. But yeah, fun fact, once we finish with the next naval mission after this, we will actually start playing AC Unity. But only for that Arno as a kid part. But yeah, that's gonna come up quite soon. Hello Valitis, welcome in dude, and good day to you. How's it going?
Fill your battle station orders, men! We need to find out what Biddle intends, but we must hurry. What else do you know of Biddle?
All of a sudden, Congress has a brand new ship for him to captain. From British coxswain to captain of a colonial flagship, something doesn't add up.
Hold fast!
Full sail!
Full sail! Heavy gusts, captain. Hard counter.
Pull in the half sail!
Half sail! That wind will push us hard up those rocks. Veer off! Full sail!
Half sail!
There's a storm coming, Captain. Feels like a big one.
I need full sail!
Bring it to full sail!
That is true, Afro. Yeah.
Heavy half sail!
I'm doing good, thank you, Lightus.
On me now! Stay alert!
Having a good day over here.
Well done, sir. That could have been ugly.
Doing a bit better than Connor's currently doing in this storm.
Full sail! Another captain, she's all yours! Half sail! Full sail!
Indeed, Rod, yeah, doing a bit of time hopping. That's definitely fun, you know, kind of like filling in the gaps with the other games. Gotcha, dude, yeah, that's definitely understandable, you know, since we're almost entering December already. But that's cool to have like a challenge, you know, that's kind of like fun. But not, you know, too tricky to complete.
The Randolph has turned sail. Do we chase him?
We cannot leave this merchant vessel to the mercy of the English.
Why is Biddle doing this? That's something for the Patriots!
The company he keeps tells me his true elsewhere. I need full sail!
Sorry, Jim! Not happening!
just didn't see that other objective I was having here. There was like too much happening at the same time. Ah yeah, so just like limit the number of missed shots and limit damage from rogue waves. Okay. That's definitely handy to rot, you know? Because yeah, it's quite easy to accidentally do like the wrong move sometimes and like breaking a rule that you set out to do. But if you can't even, or if you can decide not to skill that ability, then that's a good way to make sure it doesn't accidentally happen. Really, Afro. I actually thought that you had to kind of like somewhat face it at least. So you could even get hit fully on the like sideways and you wouldn't take any damage. I didn't know that. Got short, yeah, that's definitely understandable. I mean, you know, Arkham Asylum is still like somewhat contained and like pretty linear and short, I guess. At least not overly long. But with City and especially Night really diving deeper into like the open world, I guess there's lots of time that can be added on top of it with the various activities.
Salute to us, sir. They're safe. What now?
Pursue the Randolph.
Lockhart got some big shoulders! Captain! Come on!
Right, so I have to kill these two with the weak points? Like both of them? Whoops. Yeah, so I have two frigates and both of them have to be killed with weak points. Which means I already felt like failed it because one of them has been sunk already. Yeah, the soundtrack is really good.
Give me everything! Full sail! Captain!
Who are they?
We're in it now, boys! More English by the cut of their jibs.
Where's the Randolph?
He's gone, sir. Got and run. Left us to deal with this rabble. This storm concerns me a great deal more.
We have little choice.
Aye. Time your shots between the waves, sir. Then we must try and settle them. We won't be cannon fire. quarters! Give me everything! Full sail! Captain!
We need to get position!
Give us what you got!
Bring it there, Captain!
More English by the cut of their jibs.
Where's the Randolph?
He's gone, sir. Cut and run. Left us to deal with this rabble. But this storm concerns me a great deal more.
We have little choice.
Aye. Time your shots between the waves. It won't be cannon fire that ends us.
See, that's just fucking stupid. There's like a weak spot being exposed, but because it's still like fire going on, you know, that's sinking it. And I don't even have a chance to use my swivel gun. I hate that those weak point optional objectives, which is always so freaking finicky.
Captain!
Ah, gotcha rod, yeah. Yeah, that's really annoying that they still haven't gotten rid of that, you know, spoiler stuff. It's like such a weird choice not to ever patch that.
Left us to deal with this rabble. But this storm concerns me a great deal more.
We have little choice.
Aye. Time your shots between the waves. You need to find shelter, or it won't be cannon fire that ends us.
Don't tell me that missed. Okay, it didn't yet. Give me fucking weak point. God damn it.
Damage report.
Nothing bad!
There we go.
I'd say it's high time we find some cover from this storm, Captain.
I agree, Mr. Faulkner. We make for the vineyard. I have never seen weather like that.
It's rare, but it happens. You did well. What's bothering me is Biddle's a patriot now. Why is he helping the British Navy like that? Old friends, maybe?
Well, how would you convince the Continental Congress the Navy needs more ships?
The rash of British raiding the coast is reason enough to address the gripe. Gunboats at the vineyard, now this.
Biddle aims to be the first admiral of the colonial navy and is making a case for the need.
That was some deft sailing, Captain. I was watching from the gun deck.
What were you doing on the gun deck? I told you to stay out of harm's way.
I'm fine, Bobby, not to worry. The people of Nantucket are surely grateful. And so am I. Glad you're back.
Yeah, that really was an obnoxious set of objectives, like altogether. In fact, you also can't miss shots either. Huh. There's still a thunderstorm going on, huh? Really, Rod, so it's like for like the console versions just in general. That really sucks. I guess you could only like circumvent that by basically using a capture card, right? And like just capturing what's being like, you know, played via the console. Just redirect the video signal instead of like going through the like broadcasting software. But it's really annoying that you have to kind of like get to those lengths, just kind of like deal with it. Thank you, Afro, for the GGs. And thank you to Rod for the GGs. Fiddle, played the fiddle, loved the riddle, drank lots and had a piddle. I won't be an admiral in the American Navy till the Civil War. I won't be. Ah, gotcha, Afro. I had no idea that they went to those lengths, but at the same time it doesn't surprise me. You know, often it's just about what something sounds like, and if it's like associated with like an enemy, like a picture of an enemy, then of course you gotta get rid of it, right? Even if it's like nonsensical. It does, doesn't it, Rod? Yeah, the snow. We did also have some snow here a few days ago. But I reckon for you it's quite different right now. Probably like almost the hottest time of the year, isn't it? I can definitely understand the desire to, you know, just lay in some snow. If it's that warm. The government at the time, I did read that, yeah. Gotcha, Rod. I was actually wondering if you gotten like a replacement yet for the old laptop. Well, that's really good for that you have one. Even if it's not, you know, the most powerful. But, you know, having one in general would just be very good. But it really sucks, you know, that the whole thing happened with your other laptop. Especially if it was like, you know, a high quality one. Hopefully this one will, you know, last you longer. Gotcha, yeah. Yeah, sometimes it can really be like that. For us it was quite similar actually, like spring really felt more like summer at times. It was like very hot and very dry. And then the summer was a bit milder over here. At least everywhere in Europe it was quite hot, I think, but in Germany it was like pretty mild overall. And it was really weird because a lot of the plants that would have usually bloomed in like springtime got delayed and happened to bloom later. So I had like a pretty messed up year here in that regard. Yeah, for sure. You know, like having to constantly stick with like a phone screen, but also like, you know, the simple act of like typing something down, you know. It's definitely much nicer being able to do that on like a proper keyboard, for instance. Okay, one more naval mission. And then we had to get done with AC3 for now. French involvement. Find La Belladonna and escort it back to America.
Our charge captain, the Belladonna, under Rodrigo Talis and Company. She appears Spanish for all intents and purposes, but rest assured she's a French vessel.
French are bringing in a boatload of powder and guns for old Georgie and his patriots. Some colonial boats were supposed to escort her up the coast, but they left her behind. She's been waiting ever since.
We will make sure Washington gets what he is expecting.
Where is le capitaine?
I am the captain.
You are late!
We came as quickly as the wind allowed.
Too slow!
What happened to your escort?
Le Randolph started with us, then departed without warning. Typique! This is why the lieutenant insisted I come aboard.
The way that dude speaks.
We'll go when we're good and bloody ready.
What?
The Atlantic is a dangerous place for lone ship.
Yeah, I don't think Connor and our first mate are like the biggest fans of him. Faulkner. That comment that Faulkner makes about him. We'll go when we're bloody ready. It definitely was like that a bit all over the place this year. At least spring and summer. Ah, gotcha, Afro. That's interesting. But yeah, it makes sense. You know, if the circumstances just didn't have a need for, you know, that high ranking or that high of a rank. I don't blame you, Rod. I've only seen the trailer and that was enough for me to be like, yeah, I'm not even remotely interested. Back when Attack on Titan launched, I watched it like the first 2 episodes or so just because it was so hyped and like a mate of mine wanted to watch it with me. But I didn't continue watching. I mean, it was like decent, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. It didn't like really grab me. And I think it's just something that probably isn't needed for the Assassin's Creed series. But yeah, that's just one of those modern gaming trends as well, isn't it? Gotta have all the crossovers with like different franchises all the time. I mean, if Fortnite is doing it, then Assassin's Creed has to do it. The Caribbean Sea sits between the coasts of Central and South America on one side, and the West Indies on the other. The name Caribbean is taken from Carib, the name of the indigenous people living on the islands when Columbus discovered them in 1492. In colonial times, European powers relied on the Caribbean islands for crops such as sugar and coffee beans, which were in high demand. Maybe that's where the bean bit comes from, though I doubt it. In fact, the value of trade in the Caribbean was one of the big reasons why the Continental Army needed a navy of its own. They needed to be able to disrupt trade in order to make the Revolutionary War a bigger pain in Britain's pocketbook. Waiting for the Assassin's Creed and Tech Simulator crossover. We're gonna insert that into the remakes of the Ezio games. We play the prequel of Ezio becoming an assassin when he's learning to become a banker for his father. La Belladonna. If a ship could sound sexy, it's this one. La Belladonna was one of the first French ships to carry aid to the Continental Army, starting before France officially joined the American Revolution, but obviously after they started secretly supplying the Patriots with weaponry. The ship's original name wasn't Belladonna, it was repainted before it left France in order to keep its nature and destination a secret. The crew, however, was French, captained by Lieutenant Commander Auguste Lemoyne. The ship's cargo was valuable enough that it warranted a personal escort from the USS Randolph. However, according to Lemoyne's log, After 2 weeks at sea, the Randolph disappeared one morning, never to reappear. Fortunately for them, Connor happened along. Pokemon crossover with AC. Ezio, I choose you. Yeah, it's actually gonna be a crossover within Pokemon, and you end up summoning Assassin's Creed characters that fight each other in turn-based combat. Reminds me of the Assassin's Creed Magic the Gathering expansion. The Banker's Creed. Sounds like a fun game. Exactly, Dr. Darling. That's how it could look like.
Especially one laden with such desirable stock. You must be glad to see us.
Boss, it is hot here. My lieutenant is not excited for the cold of the north.
Is this man being serious?
Keep a sharp eye, Mr. Faulkner. Anybody searching for the Belladonna could be upon us in an instant with this fog.
Aye, Captain. I've got a monkey's fist in me gut.
Monkey's fist in me gut.
English are on us, Captain!
The power of the French Navy is clear!
They picked the wrong ship to pirate! Flying God's name, are the English here in such force?
I do not know, but we must get the Belladonna out of this fog.
Wait for it!
He's taking fire!
We have a Final Fantasy one. There was also a bit of a special crossover. At least it was done pretty well.
Sail, men! Taken out! Sail! Full sail! Full sail! Fire! Swivel! And one round shot! A great shot! Fire!
It does not matter. We fight.
Aye, we're sitting ducks on the pond in this suit, and you can be sure there's more on the way.
But what can we do?
North and Drake.
Come one, come all! We're waiting for you! That shot in the air!
Ready to fire!
Man of war!
Mon Dieu! The Belladonna's main mast is down, Capitaine! We must stay close to her!
No! We board her. I must know how she knew about the Belladonna. We take her prize, men!
Oh, no! Es-tu fou?
Full blow the great shot!
Ah!
Another one for the deep!
Also definitely some proper Kenway jeans there. Gotta be a crazy dude. Once you have a wheel in your hands.
Man the swivels! Cover from the quarter deck! Secure the outline! High off the bow!
situation.
How does the British command know about the Belladonna?
British command knows nothing of this.
Then how are you here?
We were led here by a patriot, Nicholas Biddle.
Who does Biddle work for?
I think you know. Assassin.
What did the captain tell you?
Nicholas Biddle led them here. He said... The Randolph.
The Randolph? Beat to quarters! Delay that order!
He is putting us to his rudder. We cannot leave the Belladonna undefended.
But sir!
She is incapacitated and vulnerable. Let him go. We will see each other again soon.
Time to go to work in the shit factory!
Oh yeah, that's where we're going, isn't it? Next stop, shit factory in Paris. Because that's where we're going. Well, not quite. We're not going to Paris, we're going to Versailles. But close enough. Indeed, yeah. That's from Disco Elysium right there. One of the Hardy Boys says that. Also, hello Valerie, welcome in. Alright, so with those 2 naval missions finished, that's all of the side missions done in the year 76 now finally in AC3. Which means there are only 2 missions left in the year 76 and they're both spread across Unity and Rogue. Because it's both the first mission in Unity and the last mission in Rogue. And yeah, I think I'm actually still gonna do that today. So we can actually finish the 4 year of 76 and then in the next, you know, stream, we can also have a stream title display the start of the next year with 77. And also won't take too long to get, you know, either mission done. So yeah, we're gonna play that. Now, since the Unity and Rogue mission kind of like happen at the same time, I can't actually play them, you know, like exactly in order because they're simultaneously happening. But the way I'm doing it is I will start Unity first and I'm gonna play young Arno until he's like prompted to steal the apple. Then I'm gonna play the whole Rogue part of like Shay infiltrating Versailles and killing Arno's father. And essentially finishing Rogue finally. And then we're gonna finish the rest of the mission with young Arno in Unity. But yeah, it's gonna be a pretty quick one, I think. Considering in Unity it's only like part of a mission, really. Because there's gonna be a time jump immediately, like 13 years forward to adult Arno. Hardcore. That's the proper style, the hardcore style. I don't blame you, Rod. Yeah, it's such a fun game and it's pretty cool how you can really roleplay Harry in like all sorts of ways. I'll be interested in seeing like a playthrough sometime where one doesn't even focus on the murder investigation and just digs around. For sure, yeah, Rod. Yeah, definitely is like that, you know. And I guess time-wise it also fits to end with Unity because technically, you know, Rogue is ending at the moment when everyone is discovering the murder, which is when Arno is being alerted, and yeah, that's the point from which we're gonna continue. But yeah, let's go ahead and exit AC3 here. Then I'm gonna set things up real quick for either game.